new creation, the egg. I mean, the egg's been around for a while, but we use it now on the whipping fish off the beaches and in heavy current, and it works really, really well. I'm also going to be talking about why we make the mackerel and the transparency factor of it, and I'm going to be talking about the underspin. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. But anyways, you know, over the years developing lures, people say, how do you come up with these things? And half of the time, I don't even know. It's just, you know, I'll be in bed sitting here thinking, and I always think about how you can fool fish, or what does it take to fool fish, you know? And I'll wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning with an idea, and I'll say, yeah, that's it. And my girl's next to me saying, where are you going? I said, drafting board, gotta go. She goes, oh, no. Downstairs I go and I start, but she knows that means weeks and weeks, months of developing and all kinds of stuff, and then all the money that goes behind it. And if it fails, you guys are the judges, not me, you guys. So we have to make things that really work and catch fish. How many people remember our lures in Mambo Minnow from way back? Okay, I know you guys will. But we had the floating rattling popper, the Mambo Minnow, the 3-inch pop, Mr. Bunker. We had all of that stuff. We developed a lot of things for a lot of other people in the industry today. So I wanted to, you know, throw my hat in the ring with soft plastics. And I did this about 10 years ago. And what happened was, I came up with the whipping fish. And you may look at that and say, that's just another paddle tail, right? But it's not. How many people in here fish this lure? Okay. How was your results? Excellent. I thought so. This lure here, what we did was we designed this thing on a 20-degree tail. The tail's cut at 20 degrees and pinched. All right. What happens is the head we designed with it takes the water, brings it up this way, slides it down the body, back, and lifts it up. So this is rolling like a plug now and vibrating at the same time. So you're getting two things that trigger hits from fish. Also, if you want to scent this lure, stretch it, because we made it out of porous plastic. Stretch it, rub the scent on it. I like smelly jelly, you know, just a gel. You put it on there, you know, you just stretch it out, work it into the plastic, and you'll probably get maybe 5, 6, 7, maybe 7 casts out of it before you have to, you know, just reapply it again. But it leaves a scent trail as you're bringing it in. Now, how many people here fish the canal? All right, 1, 2, okay. You guys are gonna be bored. I got to take care of the people that are here. You know?
Which canal?
Cape Cod Canal. You know, this is huge up there. Long Island beaches. Okay. All right. Good. Good. So if you guys are fishing the beaches out here, if you go to the Mauritius, you're looking at 3 and 4 ounce can help you with the 6-inch. Okay, with that current they have out there. But your beaches here, we kill them out here with the 4 and 5-inch bait. And we go from ½ ounce to probably 1.5 ounces. But the 5-inch being the #1 lure that we use out here. However, when it's blowing and it's rough and nothing's happening, I go to this right here. I go to my egg. That looks goofy, doesn't it? And you say, how are you going to cast this thing, right? You hook up here, you throw it, you got a helicopter going on, right? Well, what I did is I added dimension to this. See the little wire brad? Now this is hanging from the rod, just like that. Throw it, because what happens now is when you come off and you give it an initial shot, the inertia takes it this way, and it's going. With the pressure, then it'll break off. Once it breaks off and it's going, it's not going to spin. But the deal with this is when it hits out there, and it's bobbing, like this is swimming up, and swimming down, swimming up, and swimming down. You just stay tight to it. That's all you got to do. Stay clogged tight to it. And they clog this egg thing. They when we go to, you know, our stuff is a phenomenal. These are all day. Before on a small 3-inch whipping like a valve, and here I'll go to game thing. There's 3 fish. So this is the same you can put in your art.
How heavy?
Something else. Pardon?
How heavy is it?
This egg with no weight in it is 3 ounces. Feel it? You can cast this. But the key to this thing is just the wire brad right here. And you hook it up just like this. Like that. You want, we'll pass this around.
Can you make that wire brad, or is that something you just buy?
No, I'm going to be making these.
Oh, you're going to balance. Just hold it a second.
Hold it up.
Like, yeah.
Like this. We can just pass it back and forth. It'll get to you eventually down there. You look like the lost soul. Move up, you get it quicker. So anyways, that egg, I've been in many situations, and what's cool about this, the Mauritius. You go out to the Mauritius with that egg, I put a 4-ounce head on the bottom of that egg. What's going to happen to the egg? It's going to go down, right? But when it goes down to the bottom, that lure will take it to the bottom, and that egg is going to force that lure up. So now, you're not going to get a lot of snags. That fish is swimming right away in current. I throw that in the Cape Cod Canal, and I'll go to an 1.5 ounce weight or a 2-ounce head, because the canal, let's say the canal is running left to right, I throw it this way, that egg becomes a motorboat. And what's it doing? It's trolling my lure right behind it. So I see this, oh, the guy was throwing top water plugs, and I set the egg back up, 10 seconds, set the hook. You know, it's like that quick. You know? So what breeds out is stepping island box. Doing with the, doing with the Asian rolling. I kill on Megan and Eberspin in a minute. I put I put this into that little eel on. Like this. Just simple, you know, just like, yeah, it works. It works. I can't explain it enough. And it's nice because I can sit up here and tell you about this whippet fish all day long, okay? Because it just works. You know, it's not like I'm selling, you know, Dr. Hook at a medicine show in the back of the truck, you know, take this feel-good stuff or whatever. No, it's not snake oil. The stuff works. It just works. So, any questions about the egg so far? Because if you guys give me the questions, I may be answering something that somebody else wants to hear. Yes?
Is the egg made out of wood?
The egg is wood, yes. Now, the other dimension I'm going to add to that egg is on the top part where you tie your line on, I'm going to concave it like a popper. So now if you got calm water and you want to fish the egg, slow roll it, throw it out, rip the rod once like this and go boom. And what does that do? It's going to draw attention. So now they're going to come and they're going to see that little fish swimming under it first. That's what they're going to take. They'll never hit that egg unless it's an all-out blitz like we had in the canal. Anybody been here at the canal last year during that giant blitz? Oh my God. It was a month-long blitz. It was a month-long. I was going out of my mind with these lures. I mean, I never seen the light of day. I was working morning, noon, and night. A couple hours sleep, and that was it. But when you get used to that egg and how to fish it, it'll become almost an automatic in your arsenal. You know, it's a new dimension. It's been around. The casting egg's been around. We use them in fresh water with flies and stuff. Like you guys albie fish off the beach, you can tie the lightest fly you want to that egg, hook it up, throw it out, fly comes off the egg and bring it in for the albies. You're going to get it.
That's what it reminds me of, like, as a kid fishing lakes, you always had bobbers on, right?
Yeah.
White and red bobbers.
Yeah. It's just, it works. All it is a glorified thing. I'm thinking of maybe putting rattles in the egg, you know, for more attention, or a concave
Like
pot.
a southern clock.
What's that?
Like a southern clock.
Exactly. There you go.
Are you primarily watching it?
Well, here's the deal. On every beach, you have a current. Most of your current, let me get my Sharpie out here. If your current is, if this is you guys on the beach right here, okay? So you're casting out. If your current's moving from left to right, you want to cast that egg this way, all right? As the current takes it, you just keep the rod tip up and follow it. Try not to take too much line in, but stay as tight as you can to it. If it's blowing you in, then of course you got to reel it in. You don't want a mountain of slack. But that thing's going to keep going like this. Your hits, unless there's a blitz going on, your hits are probably going to occur right here. That's where your hits are going to be as it drifts by you. And once it turns, that's where you're going to get most of your action, just like that. You know? When you go to the canal, if the water's going left to right, you're going to throw 10 o'clock here, All right, you keep the rod tip up, you bounce, 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 bounce. Right about here is the strike zone. Is where you're going to get your hits as you're bringing it back. You know, so that's what happens.
How long will you go with the leader underneath that egg?
Underneath the egg? That's a very good question. I go 3 to 4 feet, you know, because just remember that little wire brad, when you hook it up on top, that's one whole lure right there, so you're not going to get the helicopter. They're going to throw it. You may see it come apart as it's leaving the rock, but it didn't leave the rock, so it's not going to do this. You know, it's going to break apart out there or break apart when it hits the water, you know. So it's pretty good. That's the way to go. I like throwing light stuff like 5 inchers. I like throwing the small eels, you know. But I'm going to tell you,
how far can you cast with that?
You're going to increase your cast with it, you know. You're going to increase your cast. Unless, if you got wind in your face, that's when I shorten the leader up. If the wind's heavy in your face, I shorten the leader up to maybe about 2 feet, and then hook it up the same way and let it go. Thank you. But this is where, you know, in other words, it's just don't be afraid to step out of the box. You know?
How do you carry it in your bag? I've done this already.
Yeah. How do I carry the egg?
In the bag, all rigged up, or?
Well, no. What I have is, you see the quick clip on here. I'll have the leader on there. Most of the time I'll put a quick clip on the other end so I can just clip it up to the egg. But on the egg, on the outside of your bag, I put like a key ring type thing. I'll have 3 or 4 eggs just on the bottom like that. Don't put them inside the bag. You're going to take up unnecessary room. So I keep them on the outside just like that. You know?
And you put on a heavier head so you want the eggs to come down so you get the wool on the bottom?
Well, no. The primary thing of the egg, okay, is to float it out off the beach, you know, to float it which way the current's going. What I was talking about, setting it down, is you go to the Meridian or something, now you put a 5 ounce or 4 ounce or 3 ounce on it, right? It's going to sink the egg. But once the egg gets down to a certain depth, it's going to create a neutral buoyancy. So what's going to happen is this egg's going to pop up, dragging us off the bottom a little bit. Now it's going to be like this, but swimming with the fish like this. You know, and all of a sudden, you know, it's not going to let it get into the rocks and all this stuff. Bad for me, good for you. You know what I mean? But here again, you know, I mean, bluefish, that's job security for me. You know, I want to start a bluefish hatchery on the canal. These guys want to kill me. You know?
But if you're on the beach, let's say you're casting 20 feet of water, 50 feet of water,
Yeah.
and you have 4 feet of line,
Yeah.
you know they're kind of maybe around structure on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, are they going to see it if it's, you know, it's...
Very good point. Very, very good question. And I'm going to tell you something. What happens is this. This is down like this, okay? Now, if you got fish, and they're active fish, if they're feeding, if they're around structure or something, it depends on what the bait's doing. But if the bait's moving, if they're just dormant down there, playing, they're probably not going to move on it. But if they're looking for bait, if they're feeding, they're going to see this above them, and they're going to come up. I had fish, I mean, I'm on a beach with a line of guys, everybody's throwing plugs and this and that, right? Nothing was working. So I walked out, how you guys doing? They said, there's nothing here. You know, no action this morning. You know, I just figured, you know, it's going to be a nice day to watch the sun and the birds and everything. I throw the egg out. I'm like this. I'm not even expecting a bite. These guys are all good fishermen. Boom. I got one. Then everybody's firing out there, you know, thinking they weren't getting anything. I put the egg back out and bang. Oh, that's how they wanted it. You know, just under the surface and just, you know, going slow. That's the problem is, you know, people think, you know, if you're going slow, slow down. I mean, because these fish, the worst. How many of you guys all throw plugs, right? I don't know how it's done, but I see these guys heave out there, right? There you go, right? Like that, oh, I'm sweating and everything. I want to relax when I fish, right? That plug's coming across the water like a gerbil on speed. And to me, you know, I'm serious, really. I mean, it's true. You know, so you want to slow it down. I mean, I come here, it's like I'm on Quaaludes. I see these guys on Montauk. I mean, working. What are you doing? You've got beautiful rocks around this structure. Bump the rocks, fish them. You know, throw the plug up to the rock. Go like this, broom, and wait. Broom, and wait. Wait for the bite. Let them come to you. You know, at nighttime, when I first came out with the needlefish way back in the 70s, we had the blitz on Block Island. I used to fall asleep. One cast in. I throw the cast out there like this. Just reeling it so slow, right? Painful, but the hits were tremendous. You know, if you think you're going too slow, slow down. You can never go slow enough. I can't emphasize that enough. Now, the whippet fish, I had guys on the beach. I'm watching the guy throw it out, and he's like this. He goes, this doesn't work. I said, come here. Well, I go, let it creep the sand. Let it stop in the sand. I go, just go on the bottom. Let the tail do the work. So the tail work, right?
The A action being slow,
Right.
Is that the slow? Was it or just suspend the order?
There is no real. Throw the egg out. Leave it. You got to stay tight to it. You got to control your line. Yeah, that's all you're controlling. And the way everybody's doing the work for you.
You're just suspending it.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah. And if wherever it goes, it goes.
Okay.
You know. But when you're in current, you can control.
Gotcha.
The egg on a heavier head, you want that egg going down.
Right.
It's just suspended. You know? And it's just like, I don't know if you guys heard my story about how I got through schools and schools and schools of bluefish to get the big stripers that were right there, right under them. You couldn't get lures by it. You couldn't get nothing by it, you know? You know what I did? I put the lure in a paper bag, a lunch bag, a little 15-cent lunch bag. Put it in there, made a half inch with the line, send it down, and packed it when I got onto the bottom. You know, the bag dissipated. Boom, I let the bag go. Oh, I did it with a live eel, too. Out come the live eel in front of the big pajama fish ever down there. Boom, I'm setting the hook. I'm bringing stripers over the side of the boat. The guy's dying around me, right? Over a bag, a 15-cent paper bag. You know, never be afraid to step out of the box. Nothing's too crazy. Yes, sir.
Just before, I was going to ask you about how would you fish a live eel with
The egg?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't put a live eel on an egg. You'd have a mess in about 5 minutes. That eel's going to come up like this. An eel, what people don't understand, I've been out on the rips, like Block Island and stuff, and everybody's got street weight, they're 42 pounds and all that thing, and this and that. When you put an eel in the fire, God made it for hooking him, and it's going to go with your light line mouth tackle fire. The eel in, I feed him, I let him go. I throw it around to the log, let him go. He's still going. We're out of him, and he's got this whip. He's going crazy. He's in a boom. Everybody let it go naturally. Everything I do, I try to keep it as natural as I can. You know, how many people here think color makes a big difference? Wow, you're right to a degree. It's transparencies that make the difference. You take this. What color is this?
Green.
Green, right? And what does this represent? Mackerel. You're saying mackerel because it's got stripes on it. All right? So when you hold this like this, wow, this is a good looking mackerel. I didn't put the stripes on here to represent a mackerel. I put it on here to represent transparency in a rib cage. Because when you go like this and you look up here, now what do you see? That's what a fish sees right here. Who's looking at that, okay? That's the bone structure in the bait fish. That's what they want to see. It's transparency. And that's why they clobber this thing. You know, people say, I want a green mackerel, a blue mackerel. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. But you can change your lure with the stroke of it. Like this here. Silver with a little pink on it, right? But if I hold it up to the light, what color is that now? Blue. You know how I changed it to blue? I took the Sharpie, made one line across the side of it, and I changed the whole thing. The way the sunlight and everything hits the water, comes right on this thing, and I changed the whole effect of that blue. One shot, just go blue, one line. Where's that Sharpie I have right here? I don't have another clear one here, but this is another one. You look at this, we call this strawberry red. So you look at it now, that's clear inside and everything. Can't see, hold it up there. Look at the green inside. You can't see the green.
See the spinner.
But it's, we're going to get to the underspin now. I know, refresh along. The underspin is been water for experimenting on. Wanted to see if it would have. So I but it because I'm a water fish. In fact, where do I go? Canal. On salt, right? And so words thought I was a cave. Who's this? throwing these guys' hands in the concept, right? And so what I did was, now I got out there. All this is just another sense of vibration. I already got this doing this and doing this. Now this is a little bit of flash and going woof, 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 woof. It's just an attractor, but it works. And it's that little edge when they ain't biting, it makes them bite. You know, and that's why. And now our smaller ones, the smaller versions, like that. Deadly on your beaches out here. Absolutely deadly. I had a guy come by today. You know how everybody lines up for the plugs? Right? I never got a customer in this show before 8:30. They all go to the plug guys first. You know what I mean? They get everybody going. This guy ran right to me and bought like a dozen of these. He goes, I wanted to get them before my buddies got here because they're going to clean you up. And they came, you know, because of last year. He said, we just murdered them. He goes, I caught fluke on these, everything. He said, you know? And he told me some stuff that he said he got his personal best on a bigger one off of, not the Mauritius.
Jones?
Pardon?
Jones Beach?
Is there a Smith?
Smith Point.
Smith Point, that was it, yeah, okay. And he said he went down to Smith Point, he had the 2 ounce, I think it was, cast it along 2 ounce white one. He said it was unbelievable. He pulled the wallet out, showed me the picture, right? Nice fish, like 30-something pounds. You know? He says, and then he goes, this had all it to do. He goes, I kept it on all year. You know? And a lot of guys, you know, starting with the lure, but they ended me. I don't fish. Springtime, I don't care how big the fish are. Who started real? You guys, you know, I'm fishing tonic. Fishing in the winter. Deer, right? How much time happened here? You're going to see shit here. I got it. Well, no, you're here. What frozen? I mean, our days that are, I'm telling you, out of school. The rivers, bridges, everything. I did this little video. Friends of mine own the Middle Bank charter boat across the pond in Connecticut. They said, come on down. I said, you won't believe what's here. And so I jumped on their boat, and you'll see what they did to me anyways. But we get out there, and the place was absolutely crazy. All schoolies. I'm not talking big fish. But if you want to get the rod bent and go through the winter and catch fish, you got the Hofstra River, where we are, loaded. Okay, you got all your baits here. Any big marina, backhoe marina, is going to hold these fish. We got a huge holdover population in Long Island, in the Connecticut shoreline, and in Massachusetts, in all these rivers. Tons and tons of fish. So yeah, I don't know, you guys shouldn't be sitting home. If you can bear the cold, then I'd get out there, you know, but...
water temperature should be low.
Water temperature, let me tell you, when it's 10 below zero and you're standing out there, I don't think the water temperature really makes anything. You know, you get your nose is running. The guy who was in the boat with me, his nose was running. I goes, here, break that icicle off before you sneeze and put it right through me. I said, it was cold. The day I was there. I'm not kidding you. You're laughing, but it's the truth. Hey, listen. These people send me, guys on my pro staff, and these women that are on our pro staff will send me pictures all summer long. Beautiful stripers, big bluefish, this, that. When did they call me to go? December. I'm down there like this. I'm like the abominable snowman. I'm catching fish this big. What are you doing to me, right? You send me these pictures all year long, and you got me out here. But it's fun. It's something to do, you know. And I can make videos of big fish all day long. But the video I made this year is 1,000% what's going on right now. And before we go any further, I better run this. I want to talk about color. We make a lot of colors, only to confuse you. There's only 2 colors in the whole system that work. And it's either dark or light. That's it. You know, you get a bright day, throw the brighter color. You get an overcast day or nighttime, throw the black or something dark. A lot of guys will throw this on the canal at night as well as during the day. This is the only color that I've really seen that works both ways. Is this one here. And, you know, we call it the green mat, but you guys know what it really does now. But don't ever let anybody deter you from the colors you want to throw. if you follow, see how sharp them hooks are? I cut myself. If you follow the pattern of night or dark lure, day, bright lure, you can never go wrong. Never go wrong with it. And the other thing is, match the hatch in the water. Match the size of the bait. And the whippet fish, I mean, we make them from 3 inch all the way to 6. We match everything. Now, for those of you that maybe feel, where is it? Oh, I had it here. How many people here are afraid of getting hooks bent? Hooks bent like spiders. The hook's not strong enough. I mean, in our 3 and 4 ounces, we use a good 2X hook. But now I had to come out with this for my tuna guys. Right, I mean, this is serious. This is, let me pass that around real quick there. That has a home though, it's got to come back here. Those hooks are crazy. And I have guys that throw them on the canal. I have to make them special. Those things, just the jig head and the hook alone, sell for $12. Because that's how expensive those big hooks are.
What would you recommend to keep the longevity of the hook instead of rusting out?
Well, you know, the more chemicals, sometimes the worse. What people don't realize, they think when you go home, you just take some soap and water and wash all your gear off and it's good. It's not. Okay? What I did, there was a thing called, oh my God, I got it in the booth. I don't sell it, but I have a small little container inside the booth that I use that. When I'm done, I wash my stuff down, let it dry, then I just dip that hook. I'll always have a file. I'll resharpen all the time. That's why my hooks are, I just touch it in there, over there, and it's just like, I mean, here, just graze your finger on that.
Oh, yeah.
You see? Yeah. Now, you know they're sharp when you can just put them on your fingernail like this, and they embed right in it, right away from the weight of the jig thing. So that's how you want to get them. All our stuff is chemically sharpened, you know. Now, see that hook that's in this head? This is a 2X. It's a lot different than that tuna hook, you know. But sometimes you want the hook to give a little bit. If you got a hook like that, you're going to rip it out of the fish's face if you're in heavy current. You know, that's why they make a drag on a reel. You ever see these guys, especially some guys on the canal, they'll take a wrench and tighten their drag down. They got like 100-pound braid, right? All this stuff. You know, you're not going to muscle these fish against a 6-knot current. You're not. Something's got to give. Whether it's going to be a line, whether it's going to be a hook, whether it's going to be something's going to give. You know, I just play the drag the way it's meant to be played. You know, just set it right. That's all you got to do. You know, and anything else that I can help you guys with.
What size is that one?
That's a 10-aught. That's a 10-aught tuna hook. This here is a. I'll tell you another thing these guys do with it. You ever watch Wicked Tuna? All right. So you heard, you know, Ralph Wilkins, he's the dude that punched the other guy in the face, he got thrown off the show. Well, that's my friend. Well, anyways, I made him heads like this, and we put the whippet fish in there. He has one rod on his boat that's over the side, and the boat's doing this with the whippet fish. This thing going like this. He said the thing is off, just like that all the time. He said, but the thing is, they hook themselves on the impact. He tightens that drag a little bit more, because when they grab this thing and they go down with it, it's almost self-setting, and that's what they're looking for, you know. And that's what happens. I know a lot of guys that go out there, and we call them dead stick these for striped bass. They'll start a drift, they'll throw them over the side of the boat, and the boat's just drifting along, and it's doing this and that, and it's just like jigging these things. They're hitting the bottom and coming up, and all of a sudden the rod buckles over. Onto it. So I'm not saying it's a magic bait, but it just works. You know, it really does. Yep. But at this point, when I get out of here, I'll be going back to the booth. If you guys want to come back and talk, or if you need some stuff, or tell me where you fish, I can help you out. And always remember, it's the only outdoors we have, so let's protect it. Thank you for coming in. You're getting